Hello all, told you guys I'd be back real quick. This is episode 5 of our full playthrough of Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot, the London case. I'm TJ. So the last episode we traveled all over London to collect any information regarding the list of suspects' whereabouts following Irene Smythe's murder, and turns out that all the alibis of Aylesworth, Mountjoy, Betty, and Florence checked out. So one thing that stood out when we traveled to Betty Allen's dressing room was that there was a crumpled letter in the trash can, and it was a letter to Betty from Johan Christensen, her husband, but she didn't. I don't think she was really interested in looking at that letter. I guess she was still upset at him about something regarding the way he handled Irene Smythe. That issue back in the preview gala on the night of the art theft. And so with the help of some charcoal, we were able to identify where the letter came from. And we got to see, like, we're now in Johan Christensen's apartment, and we're going to see if we could find anything that could help us our murder / forgery / fraud case. So let's see where we're at right now. Fast travel, nope. So we're in Johan Christensen's apartment. Looks pretty big, but let's see if we can examine any other rooms. So let's take a look. Now. Brand of cigarettes? The red apple type thing? Well, let's keep going. Let's search around this living room here. I had a quick snack break. I had a pizza-flavored bagel that I guess you got it from the farmer's market. It's pretty good stuff. Homemade. I can't toast it because of how much cheese and pasta sauce was all over it, so I microwaved it. It still tasted pretty good. I think putting cream cheese on it, even if you slice it in half, would be a bit of an overkill considering how flavorful that pizza bagel is, but it was really good. Spare study keys. And text. You know what? Let me take a picture of this. This is in Norwegian, so let me take a picture of this for reference. Alright, so I got that. Let me prop this open on my phone, just in case. Alright, and let's see. What's this? So, where did I see this ring from? Indentation of husband and wife. Oh. Did she give the ring back to Johan? Wait, was that a year? December 14th? Or the year? December 1914? I'm missing something. But whatever set it off with Irene Smythe must have been what happened. That was the one that was stuck in the vent. I forgot about that. So they did see each other. Not yet. Let's see if there's anything else around here. Oh, what's this? Oh, I did that already. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to the music room door first. Wait, hold on. Let's go to the music room door first. Maybe I don't have the key yet. Okay, so let me talk with Hastings.
Monsieur Hastings, your assistance is required. Of course. What do you need? What can I do for you?
It was Anastasia? No, Florence. The one with the cigarettes. Anastasia? Who smokes that crap? The husband. Because of the ring.
Monsieur Christiansen was at the scene of the crime smoking with Mademoiselle Court Smythe before her death.
Oh yeah, from our apartment. I forgot about that.
Could he be the holder of the original Penitent Magdalene painting? He may very well have hidden it here.
Voila. Okay. What was he doing in Madame Coruscant's apartment anyways? They must have known each other. Oh. Let's see what this says here. Musical notes. Ledger. Let's see what transactions were made here. Let's talk with Hastings.
What do you need? What can I do for you? I will not take up any more of your time.
Okay. Look around once more, otherwise we're gonna have to step out. Okay, let's see. No, let's see if we could leave. Let's see if Florence knows anything.
Gentlemen, you're back.
What's this?
Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Detective Hercule Poirot of the Kingdom of Belgium's police force.
You should have led with that before. Nathaniel Dryden, editor of the London Illustrated News.
My apologies. I was not aware of your position on our initial meeting.
That's quite all right. You were still more polite than most of the people that come through my door. What can I do for you? I did, but that was supposed to be an exclusive. How did you know?
It is a detective's job to know such things.
So yeah, he did come here, spoke with Dryden.
Doesn't really explain how, but okay.
So his alibi.
He said he had
checks
something to
out.
tell me that was going to blow me away. I couldn't say no.
No, I told you! I told you in the previous chapter you weren't interested.
Indeed, she was. Although she was working on her own story, so I left her to it.
At no point did she leave the office?
She's a very hard worker and won't leave until the story is just how she wants it. Needless to say, she outstayed me. She had photographs to develop too, so was in the dark room for some time. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I have another appointment, if you don't mind. This place is usually full of all sorts that think they have a story for us, or want to know more about something we've published. I was meaning to mention that to Florence, actually.
Mention what, monsieur?
A young foreign girl came in asking about a piece that was on show at the museum. Originated in Eastern Europe somewhere, and Florence had written an article on it.
Did she say why she was so interested?
She said she was researching its journey from its first home with an affluent family. I forget the name. I couldn't tell her much more, besides that it was going to be moved from the museum shortly. No doubt into another exhibition somewhere.
Could this inquisitive young woman have been Mademoiselle
Anastasia?
Valagna? But why so curious about that particular piece of jewelry?
Merci. You have been most accommodating.
Oh, so I officially met all the characters in the game. Alright. So let's take a look around. We can't go in the dark room. Oh, she has Eddington cigarettes as well, too. Is that a check? The London and Provincial Bank Limited to the sum of £50 to Irene Court Smythe. This is photo. I don't think anybody can smoke that brand. Alright, let's see. Let's look out this window. We can peek through this with the light. What the hell is that?
What is the meaning of this? It is the missing painting, and this photograph is identical to one that had been burnt in the fire.
So she was at the apartment, at Irene's apartment? Hold on, Hastings, let's talk. God damn it. This is shit's going on at once. Oh well, let's interact. What? Hold on. Oh yeah. Bringing it back. So let's go to Theater Street. Let's talk with Betty. See if I can talk with Hastings a bit more.
What do you need? What can I do for you?
I will not take up any more of your time.
Okay, let's keep on going. What are these guys doing here?
Good to see you.
The feeling is mutual, Monsieur Demir.
You and your formalities.
Is everything all right?
Miss Farquhar is interviewing Betty. I thought we should talk privately over here. I heard about Irene. Tragic news. And what's this I hear about poison?
Who told you that?
It doesn't take long for news like that to spread in this city.
I would appreciate some discretion between friends. But oui, Mademoiselle was poisoned.
Anything I can help with? I won't take offense, as I know you're just doing your job. I attended the evening performance of Betty's show. Anastasia and I had a grand old time.
I bet.
She accompanied you as your date?
She was at a loose end after the gala. Don't worry, I'm not here to tread on any toes.
Better not.
I mean, he can hold a conversation, of sorts.
You do not think particularly highly of him.
I've never had a problem with him before. Look, I ran into him last night in a bar after the show, and by the looks of him, it wasn't his first drink of the night. He was trying to sell me a lucrative business opportunity, a way we could both make some quick money.
Did you take him up on his offer?
God, no. When someone offers you something that sounds too good to be true, it usually is. That was some weekend. You should get him to tell you about it sometime.
Bragging is a sign of overconfidence and grandiose behavior.
You know, at first I found those kind of replies annoying. But now, charming almost.
I shall accept that as both a compliment and a sign of your maturity.
If it wasn't for the detective here, I would probably still be wallowing in my own anger and self-pity.
You have lived a life many of us have only heard about in stories. A life that we all hope no one will have to live again.
I second that.
Your family must be proud of the man you have become, as am I. I will not take up any more of your time.
What the hell, that's a weird spot.
I do not mean to interrupt.
Then perhaps you should wait until we have finished the interview.
I do not mean to interrupt.
Then perhaps...
I do not mean to...
Then perhaps...
Mademoiselle Farquhar, could I speak with you for a moment?
I'm in the middle of an interview.
I really must insist.
That was incredibly unprofessional, Detective.
If we are to discuss professionalism, perhaps we should talk about your work with Mademoiselle Court Smythe.
I think you've got me confused with...
Enough, Mademoiselle. It is time for the truth.
Look at Hastings' expression. He's like, oh shit, this bitch about to go down.
You don't think I was involved?
Please do not feign ignorance, Mademoiselle. Where did Mademoiselle receive her inspiration to make her forgeries?
Silence says it all.
I remind you that I stand before you as a detective. It would be wise not to continue this charade any longer.
Poirot, maybe we should...
Monsieur Hastings, if Mademoiselle Farquhar requires someone to speak in her defense, she can contact a lawyer.
That won't be necessary. She asked me to photograph certain pieces of art, that's all. I didn't know what she was doing with them. I swear.
That's a good question of all people. Why her?
I have no idea. I thought she was just trying to help my career, and I needed it.
Trying to get the big
Your
skill.
career does not appear to need the help of a criminal.
She had such confidence. She knew all the right things to say.
And she got exactly what she wanted from you.
I was financially dependent on her. She paid for the lifestyle that I had found myself in, that she pushed me into.
Couldn't you have just said no to her?
And risk her exposing me for what I had done? She was the one holding all the cards. I had no way of proving it was all her plan. I had no other choice but to do what she said.
Merci, mademoiselle. That is all for now. I am sorry to have interrupted your interview earlier.
By the looks of it, what you were saying was much more exciting. Care to spill?
Perhaps we should stick to my questions to you. You have been most helpful.
Can't get anything. Alright, can we go inside the dressing room? Jewelry box, what's this? Maybe the key? It was 1412. God damn it, 1412. Oh. Yay. That looks familiar. Hold on, let me see what that is. Let me look at the picture. I recognize the fire. So something to something one? What was this? So fire to iron. So 4 to what's iron? 4241? Because the ire, I don't see ire, so it has to be part of the word fire, which is 4. So 4241. Let's see.
If it is, it's been written by someone that hasn't quite grasped the English language yet. Fire to Irene. Some kind of instruction to commit arson.
It seems too obvious, but that does not mean it is wrong.
Whoa, what's this? Is he referring to Betty? Well, that's it. The safe was not there last time.
Huh.
What the hell is this? I don't know the combination to that. Wait. Hold on.
Huh.
Oh, it's 4 letters. There's a letter F.
You're just full of questions, aren't you?
You have been most helpful.
Can I talk to Hastings about more information?
What do you need? What can I do for you?
I will not take up any more of your time.
Alright, let's go to the museums. Maybe we can uncover what this strange note may stand for. Oh. What's she doing here?
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Is everything all right? Do not worry. It will not be long before the murderer is brought to justice.
It's not that. I just cannot understand how such historically relevant pieces like this remain in British hands. It doesn't belong here.
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. I do not have the answer. I'm sure they are well maintained, if that is any consolation.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sure this is the last thing you wish to be talking about. Is there something I can help you with? Well, after it was all cut short rather abruptly, we made our way to Mrs. Allen's play.
Oui, mademoiselle?
Her and Zechariah, I bet.
Mr. Demir and myself. We were all at a loose end and he was kind enough to invite me.
And so that alibi checks out.
Oh, I wasn't aware Mr. Hastings was to be the focus of Florence's article.
On the contrary, it is only one of many she took at the gala. What interests me is the brooch.
Would you believe I found it? Amazing how careless some people can be.
And you are intending on returning it?
Of course. It just slipped my mind with all the commotion of the painting.
Mademoiselle Kortsma no longer requires it. I shall hold on to it for now.
Yes, and it was something that I wanted to speak with you about, actually. At the gala, I spoke with the bishop and he mentioned a painting he had seen last year. But it was one that I'd read had been stolen. He couldn't have seen it when he said, unless... Well, it didn't sit well with me. So when Evelyn escorted you both to the restoration room and he left, I followed him. I stayed well back, and the bishop is hardly the most threatening. I followed him into his church, but he was gone. I looked everywhere, but he was nowhere to be seen. It was like he just evaporated.
So, Bishop Mountjoy's alibi checks out that he did a quote-unquote night service, but...
He is a man of God, not a magician.
I don't know what to say. He wasn't there. I decided to wait outside, but when he eventually left, he had a wrapped package under his arm.
You have been most helpful, mademoiselle.
Interesting.
I shall not take up any more of your time.
Can't go there. Can I go to the restoration room? Nope, can't go there either. So Irene's brooch. Can we go to the west wing? Nope. I think we'll go to Bishop Lovejoy. St. The Simpsons. Bishop Mountjoy. God, their names are so similar. Let's go back to Betty Allen real quick. See if she knows any more stuff. Wait. Hold on.
You're
Let's
just
figure it
full
out.
of questions, aren't you?
You have been most helpful.
I think I figured out the safe combination. Remember how I said I thought it was full of letters, and I thought it was whatever was translated from the Fire to Irene letter. How about the initials of of the couple. So where is it at? Where's oh. That rules it out. There's no letter J. JK. No B either. Man, what the hell? I'm missing something. I just don't know what it is. Let's go back to the apartment. Unless, let me see.
Aha.
No letter F. Let's go back. Oh, sorry. Alright. So let's see. Let's go back to the apartment. We might have missed something. Okay, so that's not accessible. Oh, there's a oh, that's safe. That could work. Let's see. It's 4241. Yeah, the IR is the incomplete word for fire, or fire. I don't know how it's pronounced in Norwegian. Oh, great. Let me see. Oh. 4 to IRN. IRN.
Oh.
Let's go back to the dictionary. maybe the 3? The letter was... So how about... Maybe the TRE is IRE. Where we thought the I was a T, so let's see. 42301. Yes! Got a new achievement. Crack 3 safes. Nice. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I didn't mean to get there. Alright. Curious phrase. Solve the mystery of the note. Okay. Let's take a look and see what's in the safe. Handwriting does not match of Betty's. Must have came from another woman. Addressed to Johan. Must keep... Irene. So she and Johan were hooking up behind Betty's back. It's cold. Alright, let's see what this is. Alright, this is from Betty to Johan. Let's see here. She thinks she has the record for longest applause in the entire show. It's quite an achievement. Can't top Charlie Chaplin, though. In case you're wondering what that reference is, Charlie Chaplin holds the longest applause at the Oscars. I think it's like 13 minutes or something like that. I mean, he has done a lot for comedy and improvisational stuff, so yeah. Why is Johan hiding this? Betty. Oh, never mind. Why not? So I take it that Johan was hooking up with Irene while Betty was back at home in New York. And what's this picture here? Betty and Johan with the dog. Okay. Alright, let's see if there's anything else around here. Let's see if I can't talk.
What do you need?
Anything.
What can I do for you?
I will not...
What do you need? The argument with Irene at the gala, and then with his wife after.
But why would Irene splash champagne on Johan unless it was just for show?
Madame Hélène had uncovered their relationship. But even with this revelation, what still remains a mystery is Monsieur Christiansen's involvement with the theft.
What do you need? What can I do?
I will not take up...
Let's see if we can talk with Betty, because the one thing we have yet to uncover is this. How come we can't get into this room yet? Alright, well, let's continue on. Let's talk with Betty. Ask her why or when she knew the truth about Johan and Irene. Which explains her cold attitude to Irene in the first place when we brought up the murder about her. Ooh, Zach's there. Let's see how he reacts to all this.
You're just full of questions, aren't you? Own? You don't just own an animal detective. He's part of our family.
Pardon. And his name?
Enoch. And I ask you the question, what's he got to do with anything? And how do you know about him?
Purely curiosity, madame. Enoch. A splendid name for a most handsome dog. And it was your husband that mentioned him at the gala.
It means faithful in Norwegian. It was Johan's idea.
Oh, bullshit after what she discovered.
You have been most helpful.
Oh, I wonder. Let's go back. The safe with the letters on it. E. And oh, it's all there. Okay. Let's try this. Ah, yes. Jewelry, money, and Christensen's spare keys. There's only one door left, so let's take a look. That's funny. Open the door with your back towards the door. Well, let's talk with Betty one more time, see if she knows anything.
You're just full of...
You have been most...
Okay, maybe not. Alright, peace out, Zach. I'll see you later. Now let's go back. Can I talk with Hastings real quick?
What do you need? What can...
I will not take up...
Okay, alright, let's go. Why would she have the keys to this room anyways? Aha! Let's see what you're hiding in here. What's a nice piano? Oh, I can't play that. No. A book. The brooch pen? Let's see. Oh, nice. Amazing musical piece from Johan's notepad. What? Am I missing something? Oh yeah, hold on, go back. Go back to his study. And let's see what this uncovers. What this page... Oh, I can't. What?
Oh.
Or maybe Hastings might know something. Let's see.
What do you need? What can I do for you?
I will not take up any...
What the hell is so special about this room then? Oh yeah, the musical note. Let's see.
Huh. Oh.
Wait, why do you have a picture of this?
The pigment of this paint is brighter than it should be.
Meaning?
That's the
We
painting.
have found our second forgery.
Oh no, crap. Oh, I thought it was there. I think it does look brighter.
Huh.
Poirot, the door.
Oh shit, is that Johan? Hello.
What are you doing in?
Monsieur Christiansen, welcome home.
This doesn't look good, does it?
We have much to discuss.
Yes, we
So
do.
Mr. Christensen had an opportunity and a motive, but he continues to deny killing her.
And still 2 forgeries remain.
I knew it.
So you had a feeling it was a forgery?
Pardon, monsieur?
I knew that's why she stayed so friendly with her. Irene always said she was besotted. That she could get her to do whatever she wanted.
Perhaps you should elaborate on the identity of her?
The curator. Evelyn, what's her name? She could spot a forgery at 20 yards. What better person to show you the ropes so you can make your own?
If the Board of Trustees at the museum got wind of this, Miss Warbeck's career would be finished.
And in her own words, if anyone was to jeopardize her career...
She wouldn't be held responsible for her actions.
It seems Monsieur Christiansen may not be the only person tied to Mademoiselle Gord-Smythe who has a secret to hide. Madame Hélène has confirmed the surprise appearance of her husband during the intermission of her show. And as expected, she... Monsieur Hastings, there is something troubling you?
If I may speak freely.
You do not have to ask my permission.
This is all very overwhelming. We seem to be taking one step forward and two steps back.
I can understand your confusion, but you cannot allow it to consume you and your emotions to take charge.
Easier said than done. I just...
Oui, monsieur?
Must you be so hard on her?
I presume you refer to Mademoiselle Farquhar.
You talk about emotions not taking charge.
She is a suspect in a murder investigation, not a guest at afternoon tea. If Mademoiselle Farquhar is more important than discovering the truth and finding justice...
I would have thought you would know better of me by now. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with how you spoke to her.
When it is your investigation, you will have the authority to conduct your questioning how you see fit. Until then, I will continue in a manner that has and continues to bring criminals to justice.
And I'll just keep my opinions to myself.
Let us focus on the case. What do we know about Mademoiselle Warbeck's relationship with the deceased?
Mr. Christensen suggested she had romantic feelings towards Irene, but she was just another of her pawns.
She cleaned the master key to hide Mademoiselle Gord-Smythe's actions, but perhaps she then became worried about her own involvement.
You think she could have killed her to stop the truth coming out to the trustees?
Which would in turn ruin her career. It is certainly a possibility.
Interesting. We're going to keep going. We'll end the episode at the end of this chapter. Then the next episode will be the final episode, which will feature chapters 8 and 9. But let's... Oh, we still have that to discover? All right. So, checkpoint. Let's see. Let's consider the possibilities. So, Evelyn had a thing for Irene. Gord-Smythe's career. Okay. What's he doing here?
Your Grace.
Detective Poirot, good morning. Can I assume there is still a murderer loose on the streets?
London is a very large city. I would fathom a guess that there is more than one, as I have not had the chance to arrest him yet.
Your confidence astounds me. Look, you had better make it quick. I'm meeting the young Russian girl here. She had some questions about the museum building at the gala. Questions I'm sure only I can answer.
Why would Anastasia talk with him about that?
God teaches us to forgive and love thy neighbor. Sometimes that can be more challenging than expected.
Has she offended you personally?
Using the museum for her sordid meetings with those uncouth men, I'd say so.
She doesn't strike me as someone that would be caught up in that sort of thing.
And what sort of thing am I referring to?
Well,
Exactly. If you don't know, it would be wise to remain quiet until you're spoken to. I walked in on them in the restoration room a couple of weeks ago. I had come straight from my regular Sunday service, as I had some business to tend to. I opened the door and saw them all sitting there, scheming and planning.
You are not aware of what they were meeting about?
Do you need to wash your ears out? I just told you what they were up to. And I could see she had the financial books out. Why would she need them? I'm not even privy to those. And when she saw me, they stopped talking immediately. Surely that is a sign of their guilt?
Merci, Your Grace.
Black market shit. So let's see what we've discovered so far. We already know that Irene forged the paintings multiple times, hence the transactions in her apartment. Evelyn, we need to know what Evelyn is withholding financial information from Horace. So we got to see what her actual motives are regarding her involvement with Irene and all this. Evelyn met with strange and uncouth men. Maybe the trustee or the members of the museum? Irene's cash book, yeah. We know about that. Yeah, Percy Blackford. Is he locked in? But why would she keep it from him? Alright. Let's see. Okay. Can we talk with Betty? Let's see. Okay, maybe not. Alright. Those are some nice dress shoes, by the way. Oh, only place to go to is the museum. A little too quiet here. Well, let's see where to go first. Oh, hello.
Mademoiselle Warbeck, if you have a moment.
I'm actually rather busy. Is there any chance you could come back later?
I would have thought recovering your painting and identifying a murderer would be at the top of your priority list.
I'm sorry. It's just been so hectic here. I can spare 5 minutes. Is it necessary?
You do not wish to impede my investigation?
No, but I don't really understand what they have to do with the case.
It is important that...
That is quite all right, mademoiselle. It was not my intention to make you feel uncomfortable.
Honorable? That's a good one.
I get the sense you two spend your time butting faces.
Butting faces. Good choice of words. I know what you mean. And there you go again with the lint. Come on.
Butting heads.
That's what I thought.
We butting heads.
Uplifting faces. Yeah, okay, you deserve that lint on your shoulder.
It would be easier to say what we do agree on. I don't know what he has against me. I didn't like one of his suggestions for an exhibition, and since then he's made it pretty clear he wants me gone.
What suggestion was he requesting?
Usually after an exhibition, the artist's work would be returned to them.
But on this occasion, that is not an option.
I still have every intention of going ahead with the exhibit that includes her work, even if the trustees are against it.
Yeah, the board of trustees.
I'm still the curator of this museum. I'm hanging her work now, and that's that.
I recall Mademoiselle Court-Smythe referred to the exhibit as hers. The level of arrogance and hypocrisy is now even more evident.
Oh, now she wants to own her possessions. Interesting.
You have been most helpful.
Oh, might as well. Can we go to the restoration room? Alright, let's go back there. Man, this game is much shorter than the first game. Like, I remember each chapter lasted about over an hour plus 90 minutes, depending on how you travel throughout the game. But this one is much shorter. It's like 30 to 45 minutes if you know what you're doing. Wait, that's open? Okay, well, what about that later on? Alright, let's see what's on this table here. This is open. This is safe. Saturday, 2 p.m. closed meeting. That's probably what Mountjoy was talking about. What's this right here? The minutes confirm that both bishops present at the meeting. Okay. And then what's this book? Alright, so interview Thomas Keith, Heritage Manager. The gala event, okay, trustee meeting. Details of show. Hold on, let me use the restroom real quick. The one thing, sorry, I'm back. But the one thing that stands out from this planner is the last one. The details of show. Irene Courtsmouth details of show. Huh. Okay, here. Trustees. Mountjoy. Wait. I'm forgetting a lot of things, but Mountjoy is on the trustees? Price of exhibition increase. Ancient Rome exhibition extension. Appropriate behavior of staff on site. Restriction of school children for exhibit. So we're about that later on. That's going to play a huge part.
order and method. Come now. Think. The evidence suggests something.
We probably don't have enough evidence, so let's take a look. What's this?
Mm-hmm. Huh. Oh.
Prussian blue and Naples yellow. Blue and yellow makes green. Wait, let's see here.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Wait, there was a green handprint here. Where's that at? Actually, let's see. Naples yellow, page 9. Heating lead oxide with antimony oxide and mixing together. Prussian blue, page 3. Prussian blue. One noticeable ingredient: cyanide. There's green here. I can't examine that. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read those again. Page 9, page 358. 9358. That's probably why the save combination. Each color refers to the page number of that particular paint. So let's see here. Let's see if that works.
Oh.
Gold. More stuff on the table here. Let's see. Oh, a ledger.
Oh.
2 payments of £250 each. Without indication of who the money went to. From Irene to Evelyn. Okay, so let's talk with Hastings. Maybe this right here? No. Maybe it'll work. Let's see what we can link here.
I must act on thought and... Come, my little grey cells. I should consider this fact.
I don't know how these link together.
Logical thinking shall always prevail.
So 250 each. Are these the two?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Okay, that makes sense. Hold a secret meeting. Where is it at? No. Looking for the details. No. What? I'll try to modernize the museum.
Bishop Mountjoy was quite adamant Mademoiselle Warbeck's meeting was something untoward. Although I believe anything she does, he will likely look upon negatively. To have a young woman undermine him in front of the other trustees would have been the ultimate insult. He allows his personal feelings to accentuate his cynical side, instead of allowing facts and evidence to show the truth, as one should. Mademoiselle Warbeck was doing nothing detrimental to the museum. In fact, quite the opposite with her attempt to modernize it, likely against the old-fashioned trustees' opinions.
Alright, now let's talk with Evelyn.
Go right ahead, Detective. I wonder who you've been talking to. What did he tell you? That I've been up to no good?
Not in so many words.
I was meeting with artists for a new exhibition. He has no idea what he is talking about when it comes to art. Or really anything for that fact. He can't see the future. The new wave that will change the art world forever.
As well as the uncouth gentleman you met. He also mentioned the financial books.
Uncouth? Anyone not wearing full priest robes is uncouth to him. I wouldn't show Horace the finances because it has nothing to do with him. And he's simply looking for any excuse to have me fired. Nothing more. Well, considering he didn't want her work anywhere near the museum, I wouldn't have said they had one at all. Then the next thing I heard was that he had commissioned her to do some pieces for his church. I didn't know anything about it until Irene told me.
So I guess he knew that she was an artist of some sort?
Do you know what he had commissioned her to paint?
No idea, I'm afraid. She was sworn to secrecy.
You have been most helpful.
Alright, let's go.
go on, then. You make it sound as though it is I that has a problem with her.
Forgive me, have I misinterpreted?
If you cannot even understand what I have to say, how will you ever understand what Jesus and his Father in heaven require of you?
That is perhaps a matter best discussed at a later time. What I wish to know now is about you and Mademoiselle Warbeck.
There is no need to lose one's temper, Detective. The Lord tells us...
Your Grace, please.
A lesson for another time. Let's just say that I certainly wouldn't have given that common thief an exhibition. Especially now.
Common thief?
You'll have to be more specific than that, Detective.
Talking about Irene.
The paintings produced by Mademoiselle Court-Smythe's brush.
Oh, yes. Well, I thought it was necessary if she was to feature in the museum.
You couldn't just use her other pieces as reference?
I suppose I could have, but I don't actually see why it is any concern of yours. It is not as though I kept it anyway. I wasn't happy with it clogging up my bin, let alone my museum.
Merci, Your Grace.
So Horace may be involved. Let's find proof. Horace mentioned seeing stolen paintings. Only she knew that wasn't possible as the painting had been stolen. Horace commissioned painting of... Not gonna read. He's paint or something. Okay. Now let's see. Where do we go here next? Alright, let's see if there's anything at the church. Oof.
Mm-hmm. Aha.
A vase? Did she want him? Did he want her to paint a vase?
Oh. Aha. Huh.
A hexagonal metal tube. What's special about this? We still got matches. Hexagonal metal tube. What can this be used for? Let's look around and see.
Ah.
Why do we investigate this?
Huh.
Yellow.
Huh.
Percy Blackford. Interesting. bright yellow there. Considerably. Forgery of the original. Let's take a look at this.
Huh. Aha.
Irene was
Huh.
paying forgery paintings. Just... I'd like to know how is it that if Bishop Mountjoy wasn't keen on speaking with Irene in such a capacity, why would he ask her to paint something? Maybe to paint these paintings right here?
Ah.
That looks like the same. Let me see something. That looks like the same. Oh, wait, let me do this first.
I cannot see the logic in this.
There it is, right there.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius. Voila. Hot on the culprit's heels.
So Bishop Mountjoy was replacing the original artworks from the first Mademoiselle, and then selling the originals. Wow! Holy crap! Very unholy of you.
It appears that the good bishop has been replacing the church's original artworks with fakes painted by Mademoiselle Court Smythe. He commissioned her to make these forgeries so that no one would notice when the originals disappeared.
Disappearing where, though? You don't think he's selling them, do you?
Why else? Mademoiselle Babagna appears to have been right about the bishop's connection to the black market. Now, Hastings, we must ask ourselves, where might Bishop Mountjoy be hiding the original paintings from the church before he sells them on? We must gain access to the space behind the confessional.
Oh.
Hold on, let me inspect these paintings before something else happens.
Oh. Huh. Aha.
Hang on for just a moment. Alright, back to the zone, sorry. I had to clean up something real quick.
Oh.
Another one? Let's keep going. Wait, I just noticed this.
Oh.
Got a new achievement. Inspect all stations of the cross.
Ah.
So let's check 2 of those paintings. Let's see about this one right here. Let's take a closer look.
Ah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, God. It's a freaking gate. I hate that gate.
Oh.
Wait, go back? I think I know. Upper left and left. All right, let's see. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay. Okay, let's look around. Well, not look around, but let me talk with Hastings. If not, let's... inspect this church. We're missing something. Let's look around. Let's leave for a moment, see if there's anything we can discuss. Oh, we can't leave. Oh, okay, we can. Theater Street? Let's go to Theater Street.
Go on, then.
Okay. Oh, we don't know that part. You know what? Let's go back to the church. I still have matches. Let me see what I could use that for.
Huh. Huh.
Let me see if I can use those matches. Okay, maybe not.
Ah.
I thought I did that.
You have a look first.
Of course he's gonna sit in
Do tell
there.
me you are afraid of the dark.
Not the dark, just pitch black, eerie passages in old churches.
Alright, let's see what this mystery room is.
Poirot, where are we?
Holy shit.
If I am not mistaken,
First of all, the ceiling's
this
pretty
is
low.
part of the secret tunnels that were built hundreds of years ago to sneak those that did not agree with the powers of the country out.
And why exactly are we in here?
The why must never be obvious. That is the whole point.
Right.
Oh god, is that the painting? Oh, there's the seventh cross. Is that what it is? Similar painting, but is this the official painting? It's a hole in it. God damn. Ruined the painting.
We have our third forgery. There is evidence of a much more modern painting on the back of the canvas.
Thank goodness. Don't know how I would explain finding the original in such a state.
Bishop Mountjoy must have discovered the painting that he received from Mademoiselle Courtsmythe was one of her forgeries.
And lashed out. Now it makes sense. He's been using this room to store his own private art collection. I can picture him sitting here smug as anything, surrounded by stolen paintings.
What I find most unfortunate
is that not only does he deprive the world of beauty and joy from seeing these works, but he also keeps them in such dark and dank conditions, the old fool. He's even having to light his candle clock to keep from drifting off down here. Such a waste, don't you think, Poirot?
One's opinions are now worth listening to.
I was only voicing my thoughts.
You have thoughts beside those of Mademoiselle Farquhar?
Really, Poirot? You still think so little of me?
When one exclaims such regard for a suspect in a murder investigation, it is hard not to think any other way and comment so.
You may not be so accustomed to the idea of showing, or at least having, some form of empathy for our fellow man.
There is a difference between empathy and lust.
Are these guys really having this argument?
There's a difference between commenting and being rude and obnoxious.
I was not expecting Monsieur Hastings to be so sensitive on the matter. Perhaps this conversation is best saved for when we are not trapped together.
What was that? Oh, just the bishop's candle clock. I don't know about you, but I've had enough of this place. Let's get out of here. What are you doing, Poirot?
Pick that up.
S'il vous plaît, un moment.
The bishop's candle clock has forced me to question everything of the murder scene that I previously thought I knew. We must return to Mademoiselle Courtsmythe's apartment.
Perhaps that is a job best left for you, by yourself.
Oh, flake.
Oh. Huh.
Okay, I've seen that.
Oh.
Take one candle.
Oh.
Turpentine.
Hmm. Aha.
Remember that. Melted candle. There's the brooch. Look around a bit more here. Got a candle, a necklace with a pin through it, and a box of matches. I'm trying to figure out what this pin is. That's probably, let's see. Must conduct a small experiment. Let's see what he does. Start off with a candle. Now let's light that up. Oh. Pin? Wrapped around. The necklace could have been wrapped around the candle. The necklace could have wrapped around the candle something like this. As the wax melted and the pin filled, the necklace could have poured over the side of the wick. Time to put the series. I'm trying to figure out what's he doing with this. Okay, so let's see.
I believe myself to be the greatest detective in the most prestigious police force in the world.
Someone pinned the necklace on the candle. That couldn't... So the candle couldn't have melted then.
But I have been duped and swindled, falling directly into the trap laid by the killer. And now I stand here alone, contemplating what is to come next. Monsieur Hastings was quick to make his excuses to retire to his abode and not return to the scene of the crime by my side. I hope there is not something further that troubles him. One does not need added strains at a time when steps must be retraced and a new timeline considered. Sacré! I have spent my time staring into the sun when deceit and deception has taken place in the shadows. A murderer remains free, but the truth of the fire eludes Detective Hercule Poirot no more, and soon neither will their identity. I cannot believe I allowed myself to fall for such a deceptive move. The killer knew I would ask for an alibi, and they knew how to cover their tracks perfectly. Now, though, I have the upper hand. The killer believes that I have extinguished all avenues of my questioning, unaware I know the truth of the fire. I wish Monsieur Hastings were here. I was perhaps too harsh with him. I know of his want for the same as I, the truth. But now I fear that I have lost him to my own tenacious demeanor. Now more than ever do I need my little grey cells working at full capacity. Monsieur Demire and Mademoiselle Babagna. I am glad to say that they both still have alibis, as the show had just reached its second act. I can be sure that neither was involved. Mademoiselle Farquhar. She claims that she was in the dark room developing pictures, and even with this new discovery, her alibi stands. Monsieur Dryden can confirm. Monsieur Christiansen, one of my key suspects, drinking alone except for a brief encounter with Monsieur Demire. But Madame Allen can substantiate his trip to see her at the theater to apologize during the intermission. Which leads us to the good Madame Allen, on stage performing Innocent. A side note, I must make an effort to see her production. From what I have heard, she sounds quite captivating. The Honorable Bishop Mountjoy. His Compline prayers had not yet begun, but Mademoiselle Warbeck and he were together in what I can only imagine to be an uncomfortable meeting for them both. Her innocence has already been confirmed, although upon learning of how she has been treated, I would not have been surprised. Last but certainly not least, Monsieur Aylesworth, and the article in the newspaper documenting his, as some see, heroic speech amongst the House of Commons is alibi enough for the murder. And where are we left now? Every suspect seemingly as innocent as they were yesterday. But when one looks most innocent, that is when Detective Poirot is most suspicious.
Alright. It's almost as if he's deduced who the murderer is based on that candle experiment, although I may have an idea of what happened there based on the way the candle and the necklace fell. Because I think, if I remember correctly, let me take a look at something real quick. Okay, I may have figured it out. I had to look at one of the episode 2 real quickly, but I may have discovered who the murderer is just based on the fireplace regarding the candle, the candle experiment that Poirot figured out. But we're going to hold that for the final episode. So the next episode, our full playthrough, will be the last episode, in which he's going to have a lot to investigate amongst everybody, with the exception of Zachariah and maybe Anastasia. So the next episode, we shall discover who the murderer is, who, what, and why the party or parties are involved with the painting forgery black market. So stay tuned for that, guys. I will see you maybe real soon. If not, I'll see you later, guys.